Well, I just got done seeing Lightyear. I saw a trailer for it. I saw a couple trailers for it, actually. And I was like, well, terribly enthused, but I probably ought to go see it anyway. And so that's what I did. That's what I decided to do. Yeah, no, it was all right. It was pretty all right. Definitely a fun little tale, space adventure, and a hostile planet, all the cool gadgets and ships and robots and stuff. I like sci-fi a lot, so it was pretty much a good experience, I would say. It's actually based on Toy Story, like. Okay. So they actually have like a little sequence at the beginning where they're like, this actually is the movie that the Buzz Lightyear toy is based on in the Toy Story movie. I mean, it's actually that. I thought for sure they weren't gonna like mention that at all, and they totally did. But yeah, so it's like a time travel story. So Buzz Lightyear goes light speed, and he ends up going forward in time. He goes forward in time a bunch of times, and like basically his whole giant ship that's like full of colonists and like people to go out and explore, it gets like damaged, and so they're trapped. They're stuck on a planet, and they're trying to basically turn the resources they have into like hyperspace fuel so that they can get off. And they need to test it first so that they don't blow up like the whole ship, because once that's gone, that's a whole thing. But yeah, so he's like the test pilot. He's trying to show that the fuel is stable enough for them to do light speed travel without completely botching everything and blowing everything up. So, yeah, so like that's kind of the goal for most of the movie. And there's the bad guys. Of course, if you know anything about Toy Story, you probably know a bit about the Buzz Lightyear universe. Zurg, of course, is the bad guy, and he's got a bunch of robots, and they're trying to stop Buzz Lightyear, trying to catch him and all that sort of thing. And yeah, I mean, it's a fun time. You've got a lot of characters. Honestly, I watching the trailers, I really expected the cat named Socks to be like really annoying, and I thought for sure like I would just kind of hate that guy. But no, like he is pretty cool. It's always fun to have like a little robot sidekick that has lots of gadgets and tricks, and he just never runs out of tricks. Like he has a ton of them. He has a ton of cool tricks. So yeah, I actually thought he was all right. You've got the character played by Taika Waititi, so he's like the nervous space ranger, and he was pretty funny. And then you have like the convict space ranger, who's like an old lady, and Buzz's partner, yeah, I guess. So Buzz's partner stays on the planet while he's going off time traveling into the future, and so she has a granddaughter. And so the last member of the team is her granddaughter, who has to like, who is really into being a space ranger. And so a lot of the conflict of the movie comes from like these people not being fully trained space rangers, and so Buzz is like, I know exactly how to do everything, and then like they're all like, well, I don't know how to do that. So it's like a whole thing. He has to like sort of go through stuff and slow down a little bit to allow them to catch up. And yeah, I mean, so animation, it's like good. I mean, it's Pixar. It's original brand Pixar. It's good stuff. It's the good stuff. really what you expect from them is for them to push things forward and to do crazy stuff with textures and make it all the environs super interesting. They definitely do that. There's a lot of different places that the movie takes place in. There's like all the space stuff, there's like the different ships, and all the ship designs are pretty cool and interesting. They only really name one of them after like an actual animal, so that's the armadillo. That was a fun one. But yeah, otherwise the ships all have kind of a unique character to them, but they all sort of share stuff in common because they're all sort of based on the same stuff. So it's all kind of interesting to see different control elements that sort of are the same or slightly different throughout different ships. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, the animation is good. Like the character designs themselves are sort of blocky or like chunky or cartoonish looking, and that's like fine. You know, that's cool because it sort of lets them put all the detail into like the different forests or like the rocky terrain or the lava pits or like the whatever they want to do, and they do a lot of different stuff, and so it's really neat to see all the different places where they go. Yeah, so that was all really well done, really top-notch stuff. It looked much better than pretty much any trailer for any of the other animated movies that I saw. So yeah, good animation. I can't remember if I talked about the music before, but I'll say this: the music is very, very solid. Like 6 out of 10. Like it's fine enough music. It works for the movie, but I'm not exactly gonna like download the whole soundtrack album. It's not like Tron Legacy where every track is a banger or anything. But it's perfectly cromulent music. Like it totally works for the movie. In terms of the story, I watched a video about this one ahead of time, so I kind of already knew about the twist in the third act because it's a Pixar movie, so you gotta have a twist. But I still thought that the plot was like competently put together. It had decent, emotional moments, that sort of thing. It all worked. It worked fairly well, I would say. Yeah, but speaking of trailers, it's the Avatar. I swear, all year I've seen the same exact trailer for Avatar 2 that's coming out in December. They really should have just... Honestly, they could have probably started running trailers this month or maybe in August. But, I don't think they had to run them in January. I don't think anybody was going to really care. And I really am not going to go see that probably because I didn't see the first one, so I don't know. I haven't even seen Dances with Wolves, so I don't know what it's based on. But anyways, yeah, Avatar 2 is still coming. The same exact trailer, but it's still coming. They had a pretty intriguing trailer for a new movie that's coming out Thanksgiving. That one's called Strange Worlds, and I think it's based on some of the Disney park rides where you learn about the human body or something like that. So that was pretty cool. It looked great as well. It looks really interesting. I'm pretty excited to see where that one goes, and it was just like a little teaser, but it was pretty cool. There was a live action trailer, something I'm probably not going to see. It's like a movie about crawdads, and I already saw the lobsters, so I'm kind of good on crustacean themed movies. But yeah, it was cool. They're making a Super Dog movie. It's based on, I think it's based on, they had a cartoon called Crypto the Super Dog. I watched a couple episodes of that. I thought it was pretty alright, but that was a long time ago. This new movie, it looks like it's from Sony or Illumination. They just have a bunch of big names in the cast. It's like Kevin Hart is in the movie, and like not every animated movie with Kevin Hart in it is automatically bad, but I just kind of am like they have an extra hill to climb, to get to being a good movie. Because obviously, Secret Life of Pets was like a very meh movie, but it also had Kevin Hart in it. So it's like, it's fine. It's fine. Whatever. I'm probably, if I'm desperate, I might go watch that one. Then they had that same trailer for that Kung Fu Dog movie, and I think I've kind of made my mind up. I had to record this segment twice because my phone ran out of. My phone overheated trying to shoot video. Yeah, stay tuned for that review. It's going to be something. But yeah, it's really it looks fine, I guess. It's another one of those where they have like famous people, Samuel L. Jackson and like George Takei and I don't know, Mel Brooks. It's like, I don't know. That might be good. So, but I'm gonna go see it because I would love to be proven wrong. I would love for them to actually make a good movie. What else did we have? Gee, I don't know. I mean, I think those are all kind of the major trailers that I saw. Oh yeah. The new Thor movie. They had a trailer for that one. It's coming out in a couple days. So exciting! New Thor movie. I like the Marvel movies generally, so I'd probably go see that. Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know. We've got it's summertime, it's the movie season, so it's time for some exciting stuff to come out, and stuff is coming out. But back to Lightyear. If you are really into Buzz Lightyear, by all means, go see this movie. If you liked Toy Story and you want some more Pixar goodness, go ahead, I guess. The Pixar movies are supposed to have like a tear-jerking scene in them, but in this one, my lacrimal essence stayed firmly lodged within my eyes, so I don't think that it was. I mean, maybe it tried to have like a couple emotional moments, but largely it was a pretty light movie. It was like, hey, it's a fun little adventure. So definitely a good time. If you're really into it, by all means, I guess go see it. If you have to see every single Pixar movie, yeah, I mean, it's a Pixar movie, so go see it. But yeah, other than that, I mean, I hope that I don't have to record this a third time.